my god, hugs. My god, I miss them. Anyways, welcome back to Keep It Chris, and today we are back under the mango tree. And a couple days ago I asked you guys to ask me some questions like, what do you want to know about me? So we're gonna jump right into these questions. I'm filming with my phone, so I'll be reading from my laptop with my trusty bear. Look at him. Let's get into it. First question, how old are you? I am 21 years old. Are you named after someone? No, I'm not named after anyone, but my mother, she found my name in a dictionary and she decided to go with that. My name actually means the anointed one. The next question says, what are your best characteristics? My best characteristics, I'm understanding and I am jovial. And you know, it's kind of interesting because people always tell me that I look intimidating and they don't feel free to come up to me and so on, and I'm just like, really? And I get this a whole lot, and I've been making a very concerted effort all the time to just look more approachable, I guess. And you see, what I think does not help is the shape of my eyebrows. My eyebrows grow up, so I think that they just make me look like I'm upset 24/7. Next question, where do you see yourself in a couple years? What's your biggest achievement? Okay, so I wrote a script for a brand and they used it for a school tour that they were doing. We went to the studio and we did voiceover work. Like,
oh my gosh,
I love that. That's one of my biggest dreams in life, to be a cartoon character or to do some kind of voiceover for some animation or whatever. Like, I like them something. And what we did was we used the audio with all the background noises and the music and all of that, and we performed a story from that script for the children in their morning devotions. In the future, I see myself doing more of those things, writing scripts, touring, and just entertaining, because I love to entertain and I love to make people laugh. Yeah, that's just me. Next question, how much do you value your time at university? If the time you spent was worth it. It was worth it. Kerry Mac gave me the foundation I needed to start doing what I really love, which is making videos and editing them and making them really, creative for my audiences. And of course, they taught me bookwork too, communications and marketing. I learned advertising, I learned PR, I learned social marketing, and those things I find that you can't live without them. It's a very interactive course. I really loved it. Of course, it was well worth it. Next question, which feature apart from your hair do you treasure? I can tell you something that other people have been finding very interesting. My ears. If you look, my ears kind of like fold. They're not like up like that, they're just kind of folded over and they're really small. So I've been told. I was talking to this guy one time and he looked at me and he was like,
Sister, can I answer that question?
Yeah, what's up?
What do you say it is there? You last under your bed?
What is your go-to hairstyle? My go-to hairstyle is putting my hair into all the time. If this twist out wasn't working, I would just catch it up, or even if like my hair isn't completely into, I would have to incorporate some kind of two-ness in it. So like, you see this hairstyle a whole lot with me. But yeah, that's my go-to hairstyle. Top 3 favorite movies. Okay, for this question, we're gonna go on a little road trip. By road trip, I mean yard trip, but let's go. It's an unfinished part of my house where I used to hang out a lot. I was down here the other day and I came across one of my favorite movies. Like, this movie is definitely number 1. This is it. Joseph, King of Dreams. This is my favorite Bible story, and it's ultimately my favorite. This makes it my favorite movie of all time. And look, the cassette is still in there. I used to watch this movie all the time. It just never gets old. I love this story. Joseph went through so much, and there were so many times where he could have given up on God and said, all right, clearly you don't love me. Clearly you have nothing to do with me because I go through so much something. He was betrayed by his brothers. He was sold into slavery. He was put in prison for something he did not do. So many times when you'd have thought that God left him, in the Bible it says, and God was with him. And wherever he was, Joseph did not let his circumstances cloud who he was. That's another thing that I loved about Joseph. Him just work in whatever season that he was placed in. And in the end, he was exalted, not because of any of his own work, but because God had a plan for his life. And I trust that in your situation, whatever it is, God has a plan for your life, and you just need to trust him and own up to him, you know, because in this life there's just so much that you could go through and that you are probably going through right now. Joseph is such a great example. He had a vision, a dream of him being up there, and right throughout his life he was below down here, but he kept at it. He kept working, he kept serving, he kept putting his trust in God, and in the end, of course, God's word never fails. God gave him a word and he made it come to pass. And before I move on to my other two movies in my top 3, I want to show you something else. This board right here, and I promise you, I am an artist and I 100% did this drawing. Yes, I did. With this chalkboard, I did something that I think everybody else does. Like, no one in Jamaica, I don't think anybody anywhere grows up without doing this.
Cool, we're about to begin class. Sharpen your pencils, everyone. We're going to start with math. My text this morning. We're going to, stop talking. Hold out your hand. Hold out your hand. Come, put out your hand too.
Don't judge me. So the last two in the top 3 of my favorite movies, Cinderella, the one by Rodgers and Hammerstein in 1997. That one, the soundtrack. I love the soundtrack. And then after that you have How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I love rom-coms, and that's my favorite rom-com. So yeah, those are my 3 favorite movies. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate the flavors of KFC chicken. Really? All of them 10. Period. But if you ask me to rank my favorites, it would go original, then barbecue, and then spicy. I don't like spicy food, so that's the only reason why that's number 3. What's my go-to KFC order? 2-piece original thigh, barbecue wing, mega the fries. If I'm really hungry, coleslaw. And to drink, I would have Tropicana fruit punch. Would you consider switching allegiance to Popeyes?
Don't ask me that, man. Don't you dare ask me that. Don't you ever ask me that.
That now go happen. That will never happen. You will never live to see that happen.
Thank you for watching this episode of Quarantine Adventures. That was the first time I did it for the entire show. But yes, thank you for watching, and I don't think I'll be doing any more quarantine. I thought that was a wasp or something. We'll see what happens. I don't know yet. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye. Ain't nobody got time to walk around.